Hey guys, so I'm back at my desk for the first time in a while. I've been working on the table over here and getting in everybody's way because it's much bigger. But I'm building myself a really nice desk soon. I need to get to a point in my life where I can spend 20 bucks on some wood, and I finally can. I just bought a really nice chair, and I'm going to be kind of building the desk around that. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. So I just finished reading The Hunger Games and audiobook reading. When I say reading, I mean listening to the unabridged audiobook because um, I listen to it while I work, so I get through a lot of important literature that way. And so The Hunger Games, everyone been talking about it, and I was going to go back and read like a John Steinbeck or something older, but I decided after I finished Charles Dickens, which was this really old, just charismatically written, but nothing too much happens. It's just more describing the relationships between people and how real that can be, and making you kind of try to feel those connections. Um, this was kind of the opposite, which was, it still wanted you to feel the connections, and it still wanted you to experience the emotions of a certain person, but more through just leaving it kind of blank and just showing her reactions to things, but not actually. She doesn't describe her emotions too much. It lets you live the experiences a lot more because the experiences are so powerful. Um, and so I was thinking about it though, and what I think that Suzanne Collins did, which was she was very successful at doing, is I feel like, especially for me, but I think it's a universal feeling. Um, the concept of surviving is something that's enjoyable for a lot of people, and so in my house, I was talking about this limited perspective that I have. Every person that I live with is a survivor because most of them are trying to do things that are really difficult to do, and there's very few people. I mean, living in LA already is difficult to do, but living in LA by your terms is really difficult to do. So there's a lot of people here who just enjoy the concept of surviving, and once things do get comfortable, then they move to a different country or start up something that's really difficult for them to do, or start planning an art show that they want to throw. Just something where they have to be in a sink or swim mentality because they thoroughly enjoy swimming. And I think that the book really appeals to that because it just takes that to the extreme. It's like if you were put in a situation where you had to come up with a clever way to get yourself out of it, or you die, or your family dies. That's a lot of pressure, and it forces you to be really, really clever and smart. And the hard thing about that, about writing stuff like that, is that you do have to be clever and smart enough to not only come up with the situations that would be difficult to get out of, but also to come up with a really compelling solution to that problem. And Suzanne Collins does that really, really well, and it's very impressive. And so I think that's the reason why I enjoyed that book so much. It really connects with me on a personal level because I don't know. I think that I do that a lot. So sorry I sped through that. I hope that you understood. If you didn't, send me a message. But I got to get back to what I'm doing because I'm just kind of busy. I'm making some Star Wars or Batman shoes. Um, I have this technique that I'm working on where you put masking tape on the shoes on each panel, and then you cut it out. And so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put this patent leather on. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to it, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, and the New Odd Future mixtape is out, and the new music video came out today, so I'm going to link to that because it's pretty dope. All right.